So in the last video, we covered eukaryotic cells, the anatomy of the eukaryotic cells. And now we'll be covering over prokaryotic cells. Because prokaryotic cells aren't that complex, this video won't be that long. But prokaryotic cells is a still really important part to the anatomy of a cell. Okay, so let's go over prokaryotic cell. So this is a really simple drawing for beginners learning about cells. So we have, like how I said in the part 1 of the anatomy of the cell, which you should have watched to understand part 2 and part 3. Prokaryotic cells do not have a nucleus. And if you saw in part 2, a nucleus is this huge ball which holds DNA and chromosomes and nuclei and helps the whole cell grow and thrive. However, prokaryotic cells do not have this. They have this lumpy, zigzag, infinity. Yeah, it's infinity. It has no end. It just keeps on going in circles. Just goes like just scribbling over and over and over and over. So it's that's what it is. So it's just mixed up mumbo jumbo chromosomes and DNA. So any baby could technically draw the inside of a prokaryotic cell. So that's what it is. That's the nucleus in air quotes of the prokaryotic cell. Then we're going to be talking about the no, capsule is actually part of the cell wall, and yeah, I'll talk about the cell wall. So if you watch in part 2, you know what the cell wall is. It in plant cells it helps give structure, but because prokaryotic cells can never ever be multicellular, they have a cell wall that helps it defend against other prokaryotic cells or eukaryotic cells, whether it's unicellular or multicellular. So it's pretty much kind of like a guard, a shield for it. And then a capsule is the whole outer layer, which makes like a spheric guard, like um like a prison's walls. So it's kind of like the whole portion of the whole cell, kind of like just spheric hollow cell wall. No, spheric hollow thing which is made up of cell walls. And a small portion of it, which is mainly made of, is the cell wall. Then we have the cell membrane, which is, like how I said, the part of the cell which both is the gate and the wall of the cell which both releases waste and takes in nutrients. So that's technically the mouth of the cell, of any cell. However, the mouth of the cell is everywhere around the body. Imagine that on you. Then we have ribosomes, and we'll be learning about ribosomes in another video about protein synthesis. And ribosomes help in protein synthesis, so you'll learn about that in the protein synthesis video by Genius Files Studios. And then we have the nucleide region, which is an area full of, it's like a liquidy thing. It's kind of like the cytoplasm of the prokaryotic cell. And these are two most important things which differ from a eukaryotic cell and a prokaryotic cell: the flagellum and the fimbriae. The fimbriae. So a flagellum is this tail-like thingy which extends around the whole prokaryotic cell that whips out like a tail and moves the cell across a liquid. So as a prokaryotic cells usually like thriving on liquids and in liquids. And then the fimbriae is these little thingies sticking out of the prokaryotic cell made out of protein, because that's what cells are mainly made of, like their organs and organelles and everything. And these help in infecting. Yes, some viruses are prokaryotic cells, all of them. And these things, so let's say if we were to take this as a eukaryotic cells outside layer, and then we were to take this as a prokaryotic cell, flagellum, and then these are like the fimbriae. These things would stick into the cell, go into it, get nutrients through it, and both infect the cell. So this is how cells get infected and destroyed. And yes, like how I said in the part one, prokaryotic cells cannot expand. Whatever the ratio is, that's the ratio, their size, that's the only size they can stay forever. However, eukaryotic cells can grow. So that's pretty much it about this video. I hope you like the videos, and please subscribe and like. Hope I see you guys soon, and bye bye.